Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Couple days after I talk about Flash Episode 1, they officially dropped the release dates for everything, and there's a big problem with Arrow, so I'll explain what's going on. Summer Flash Ring giveaway continues. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. But the really good news is we know all the dates for everything that's coming back. It's basically starting the second week in October, which is pretty close to when it premieres every year. But the really big problem this year is Arrow, because Arrow Season 6 is going to be on Thursday nights on the CW at 9 p.m. That's really good because they can be more violent, they can be more graphic, maybe a little more skin. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did the same thing when it went from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then to 10 p.m. The later it moved in the night, the more hardcore it got until we got to Ghost Rider, and it got super hardcore, which I think that everybody liked. So I think it's a good move for Arrow. Hopefully they'll be able to make use of Deathstroke, pending Manu Bennett trying to get that Deathstroke spin-off series off the air. But it looks like the Canadian station CTV2 that airs Arrow is going to keep it on Wednesday nights. So we have this crazy situation where you might be able to watch Arrow a night early before it airs in the United States. Most of my viewers are in the United States, but a lot of you guys live internationally, so you can just let me know how you usually watch these shows. Normally it's the other way around, so it creates a problem for doing videos about it, because I could always do the videos when it's airing on Wednesday nights, but if everybody's not going to be able to watch the episode till Thursday, there's not much of a reason to do that. There's already a bunch of people in Great Britain that were asking me about Gotham because I just did a couple finale videos for that, and they haven't even gotten season 3 yet. For some reason, their broadcaster hasn't aired it. So it's a bit of a nightmare, but everything else is on the same night. Legends of Tomorrow is still going to be right after The Flash. They're both coming back on the 10th. Supergirl is still on Monday nights. The new Black Lightning show isn't premiering till mid-season, so it'll be spring 2018. And it sounds like the same thing is going to happen for the new Titans TV show, but that's going to air on the DC streaming service. It won't be on the CW like the other DC TV shows. So don't worry too much about that yet. But we talked a little bit about episode 1 of The Flash. They just have to do their version of Rebirth, pick up with Wally being the main version of The Flash, and then explain how Barry is going to come back. There'll be a couple more Flash bonus videos this weekend, but I've been getting a lot of questions about which characters I want to see back. Something really cool happened that might make it possible for Hunter Zolomon to come back to the TV show, because even though it seems like they killed him, they killed the Black Flash at the end of season 3, we have a big wide multiverse, so Hunter can still come back. Zoom can even come back too, because infinite universes, there are probably a couple other versions of Hunter that became Zoom. So Teddy Sears' show got canceled. He was on the 24 Legacy TV show. That went up in smoke, meaning that if he doesn't have another job booked, then he's totally available to come back. The actress that plays Patty Spivot also said that she was going to try and come back during season 3. It didn't end up working out, but she said it was all about scheduling. She's on another TV show, so she's trying to come back too. And there's sort of status pending on what's going to happen with Prison Break, so it looks like Captain Cold and Heatwave will also be available to come back too, because I think that Heatwave is continuing with Legends of Tomorrow, but Captain Cold's contract status is still up in the air. They're probably negotiating with the actors right now. They just started writing the season this past week. The Arrow writers have been posting a whole bunch of stuff. Like, look at this board, we're starting today. There's nothing on it. It'll be totally full in a couple weeks. But as for Arrow, really the only person that's been confirmed dead, or at least supposedly dead, is John Barrowman's Malcolm Merlyn character in Captain Boomerang, because if one of them was going to die in that explosion, they both would have probably died because he was standing right next to him. But because Manu Bennett is shooting that Shannara Chronicles TV show in New Zealand, it's pretty fair to say that he'll pop up in that first episode, then he'll go off and try to find Jericho and repair his family, and most of that adventure will just take place off screen so that whenever he pops back up, he'll tell us, hey, I found him, this is what you guys missed in the 6 months that I was away. So I don't think that Manu Bennett is ever going to be a regular on Arrow again, but it would be amazing if he was, even if he's not going to get that Deathstroke series. There have been a lot of you asking me to do a video for that. I think it's very unlikely that it's going to happen, but I will do a comic book story video for things that I think they could adapt. I already talked a little bit about Titans crossover using the Lazarus contract storyline, so I'll add a link for that video at the end of this. But as for Legends of Tomorrow, now that Arrow is moving to Thursdays, it sort of opens up a window, so I'll probably be posting those videos on Wednesdays. And they confirmed ISIS, which means that the Rock of Eternity, Black Adam, Shazam exist in the Arrowverse somewhere. But it's kind of like Batman existing. Batman does exist in the Arrowverse, but they have to be really careful about the way they reference him. I'll have to do a montage video sometime this summer with all the moments that they reference Batman as evidence that he exists. But beyond ISIS, they just said that it's going to get a lot crazier. Time has collapsed on itself, but you have stuff from 2030 and you have stuff from the time of the dinosaurs existing in the same space because of the way they broke time. So I know I'm due for a Legends of Tomorrow video, so I'll do something for that soon because I'm just really happy with what it opens the door to, because they can do ISIS stuff. They don't have to do Black Adam to do ISIS. But because The Rock is going to be playing him in a movie really soon, and he's getting a solo Black Adam movie, it's not going to be some crappy cameo. They're probably going to want to keep him off the screen on the TV shows just so that he gets to debut in the film universe first. Usually after that happens, then they're open to them showing up on the TV shows. Nightwing on Titans is an exception to that, I think, just because Geoff Johns is such a powerful person, and it sounds like Warner Brothers is a little more willing to let him do what he wants to with that, just because of what he's done so far in the DCEU. Wonder Woman is such a slam dunk. But when your name is Geoff Johns, it's just a lot easier to jam your foot in the door and say, I want to use these characters, so I'm gonna do it.
Careful, all right?
Was about to say the same to you three. I fear we leave the more dangerous task here on Earth.
We'll manage.
Time to go.
But leave all your requests for DC TV videos in the comments below. There's all kinds of Arrow, Deathstroke, Legends of Tomorrow. There's some more Flash this weekend. I'm going to try and work in some Marvel stuff too. There was some new Infinity War that I meant to do before a bunch of this other stuff drops, so I'll try to post that as soon as possible too. So a whole bunch of stuff coming. And if you couldn't tell, I changed the audio just a little bit on this video, so let me know if you think it sounds better than the other DC TV videos that I've been posting recently. But congratulations to Magic Marty 3, you're the latest giveaway winner. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. While you wait for everything, you can click here for brand new Flash, and you can click here for brand new Game of Thrones. Thank you so much for watching. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.